Getting a lot of work is Atkinson. He's behind the net. Now up the middle. Here's Jansen in front. He shoots. Oh, what a save by Atkinson.
Oh, man.
And he stretched his leg pad out. Play continued. It's still up the middle. Here's Jansen. He shoots, save, rebound, loose. And Philip Jansen couldn't get it. Robin in front. Score! Klingspan out of Penticton, British Columbia. Here comes Tyson up the left side now as it'll go into the zone to Crawford.
Crawford has it poked away, but gets it back into Linus Dahlberg. His shot trickles off the glove. Rebound is loose. Score! Coming in is Crawford on the trail. And he gets the putback in a wide open net. And it's 5-3 Springfield.
All the way down, chasing it is Lebueli. And he steals the puck, backhander, score! The third shorthanded goal. And live from MediaCom Ice Park on the Stan Melton Ice Arena, it is Game 3 between the Springfield Express and the El Paso Rhinos. And boy, has it been a great series. It was a 2-1 win for El Paso in Game 1. Springfield comes from behind in the third period with 2 goals to take a 4-3 victory yesterday. And this third game here tonight, boy, is it going to be one for the record books, as Springfield has done that. They've put themselves in the record books as the team that has done something to El Paso that really no other team has been able to do. 2 years ago, they stopped El Paso's 47-game win streak. Last year, the first time the Rhinos had ever been swept by a team on the road, and Springfield did that. And now they stopped yesterday the Rhinos' 13-game win streak. No team this season, except for yesterday with the Express, have been able to beat this Rhinos team. Springfield will come in today with a little change in their lineup. Michael Crawford is out. He suffered a puck to the face yesterday, didn't play midway through the game, and it will be Tyson Klingspan who will move on a line with Linus Dahlberg and Nikita Salnikov. Also, what that does is that moves Philip Jansen back into his regular spot with the center of Isaac Serena and Nikita Salnikov. Leaves an open line on the space in the fourth line. They're going to put Kendall Bureau as center to Anatoly Uspanyev and Melwin Thorson. So Bureau, who's normally a defenseman, plays a little as center, according to head coach Jeremy Law, and that's what he will do on the fourth line tonight. Also in for Robert Horak is defenseman Jonathan Grandelius, and we appreciate his work on camera the last couple of days. But I have my regular guy back with me, and Alec Som. So Alec, thanks for joining us, and he does great work. A lot of good videos too. If you've had a chance, go to YouTube and Alec, ALECSAHM, look for his videos. Great stuff there. For the El Paso Rhinos, pretty much the same lineup, with the exception that Hunter Cooley is not in the lineup tonight. His 21 goals, 13 assists for the St. Louis product. He will not be in the lineup. Everybody else stays the same. Goaltender will be Timon Edelcourt. Edelcourt, who had the 2-1 victory on Friday. He is 6-0 with a 1.0 goals against average and a .954 save percentage. The Express will go with the same netminder they have had for the past 2 games. It will be Bailey Stevens, once again, the Penticton, British Columbia native. He is 8-3 with a 2.08 goals against average and an .839 save percentage. So for head coach Jeremy Law, sticking with his number 1 goaltender. Though don't get confused, because Jonathan Pearson is a venerable goaltender too. He's 2-0, but does have a 4.0 goals against average. That was during a series against the Tulsa Junior Oilers, which was really a high-scoring affair. It ended up 11-7 or 11-8, I believe. So he was part of that, and that, of course, changes his goals against average, an .867 save percentage. Looking at some of the scoring leaders for both teams, that includes, for Springfield, Gail Lebueli with 18 points, 10 goals, 8 assists. Behind him, Linus Dahlberg, 7 and 10 for 17. And Derek Smith, defenseman, 3 and 13, along with Michael Crawford, who is not in the lineup tonight, He does have 5 and 10. Nikita Salnikov, 8 and 6 for 14 points. For the El Paso Rhinos, leading scorer Alex Johansson. And Johansson, 18 and 21 for 39 points. Hunter Cooley, as I mentioned, may not be in the lineup tonight, 21 and 14 for 35. And tied with him is Chasten Sayre, 8 and 27. But keep in mind, again, a lot of those points came against the Arizona team back in the beginning of the season. And not to say anything about this El Paso team, they can score. But a lot of these numbers have been heightened because those were pretty much blowout games of 18 to nothing, 20. And you look at that, and that can skew the numbers just a little bit. But they are up on top of the leaderboard for a reason. Referees for today's game will be the same as yesterday as they come out to the Star Wars theme, but Roger Klein and Mike Robinson will be the referee. Paul McIntyre and Mark Marzola are the linesmen. This game very important for Springfield, as yesterday, still undefeated as of yet in the Midwest Division, one of 3 teams undefeated. Oklahoma City 11-0, they have 22 points. Springfield trails behind them at 11-3 with 22 points, technically tied for second, but for the most part in third at this point. El Paso is in first with 26 points. Let's join Kevin Thurl, the public address announcer here at Mediacom Ice Park. We'll join him in a moment because I just realized the Express have not made their way onto the ice, and in a second you will know that they're coming on the ice. This building has one of the loudest train horns that I can remember. But we'll wait for the Express to get on the ice. But meanwhile, I did mention that they're one of 3 teams that are still undefeated. That includes Ogden of the Mountain Division and Idaho of the Northwest Division. Yeah, they're getting a little cheap on the horn now. They used to blast it a lot, but I think they're saving it for possible goals here in this game. Decent crowd filing in at Mediacom Ice Park, of course, for a Sunday matinee game. It's always tough with the church crowd, but they usually fill up by the time this game gets going. Now let's join Kevin Thurl for the introduction of El Paso.
Starting on defense, number 24, Riley Hummich. Starting on defense, number 9, Niklaus Balgavis. And starting in goal for the El Paso Rhinos, number 1, Timon Edelcourt. For the head coach for the El Paso Rhinos is Mr. Corey Herman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and ring those bells if you got them. Let's meet your starters for your Springfield Express. Starting at a forward from Sweden, number 47, Linus Dahlberg. Starting at a forward from Russia, number 15, Nikita Salnikov. Starting at a forward from Canada, number 67, Tyson Lynchbone. Starting on defense from Sweden, number 18, Jonathan Grandilios. Starting on defense from the USA and your team captain, number 27, Derek Smith. And starting in goal for the Springfield Express from Canada, number 30, Bailey Stevens. The Springfield Express are coached by Mr. Jeremy Law and assistant coach B.J. Norman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. And gentlemen, please remove your caps for this afternoon's presentation of the national anthem.
Game 3 between the Springfield Express 11-3 and the El Paso Rhinos 13-1. I'm Steve Casson along with Alex Salm. Thanks for tuning in on Black Dog as these two teams will go at it to see who takes supremacy in this series. Springfield, after this, they will travel to Blazers Ice Center and take on Oklahoma City. Then they have back-to-back series with the Dallas Snipers. So we'll see what the Springfield Express can do within their own division. El Paso will take on Wichita. And that will be at home in the Sierra Providence Event Center. Springfield skating from the left to the right, El Paso from the right to the left. It will be Tyson Klingspan for the Express to take the draw against Joe Roach. And off the draw, the Express will win it. They tip it ahead, but it'll be controlled by El Paso. Sent into the Springfield zone. Derek Smith banks it off the glass to the near side. It comes out to center ice. Battle for it there along with Linus Dahlberg and Roach. Roach will tip it all the way back in. Well, more of a pass all the way back in. Held in. And a pass behind the net by Lukaitis is sent it up the middle and deflected into the corner. Now once again it's Roach for El Paso. Sends it in low to Alex Johansson. Johansson working the puck. He's checked hard by the Express is Jonathan Grandilius. The puck is deflected out to center ice and the Express have control. Across the line, Tyson Klingspan to Nikita Salnikov. He gets a shot off and coming out with authority is Timon Edelcourt. He'll glove it and hold on. 19:16 to go in the period, and no score. One thing, if you look at Timon Edelcourt's equipment, it looks like the old-fashioned leather type equipment. It's dark colored, and off the draw, puck sent to the far side boards. Tim Johnson puts a check. Shot is sent by make that Hunter Levdokin behind the net. It'll go past Jack Nevikosi now to the point, deflected after the shot by Johnson is cleared out to center ice. Sayre will have it across the line for El Paso. Sayre, nice move, looking in front. It comes right up the middle and taken away by the Express, but not cleared. It's held in. Back to Chasten Sayre. Sayre's pass intercepted. The Express have it. Here's a lead pass. Breaking is Gail Lebwelly. He touches it, no icing. It'll come all the way down where Brady Surrett will step in front of Lebwelly. Now Lebwelly works with it. Montreal, Quebec product. Lebwelly with 10 goals, had one yesterday. Near side boards, it'll go to Sayre. He'll send it behind the net. Taken by Surrett. Sayre avoids a check. Now Surrett gets checked at the line. It is cleared out to center. Line change for both teams. 18-18 to go in the period. Taken by Surrett with a drive in that's gloved by the goaltender Stevens. He'll drop it down for the defense, and the Express will have it. They clear it in front of the Express bench. Now to Anatoly Uspanev. Now to Isaac Serena. Back to Uspanev. He shoots, and a save by Edelcourt. Good movement by Springfield, and Edelcourt holds on. Face off to the left of Edelcourt, right as you look at it on Black Dog. Philip Jansen comes in. Roach will do the honors for the Rhinos, and off the draw the Express win it. Serena with a shot, almost hit the referee, and it goes to the far side where it's cleared to the near side, out to center. Express with Philip Jansen, backhands it in, sends it all the way down for Serena to check. Riley Hummich that is, steps in front of him. Puck to the far side boards, a bouncing puck through some skates, and the Express will have control. Serena shoots it right back in. This is going to be, well, they delay they do not call the icing as the goaltender came out to play it. Now back behind the net. Express working hard. Here's Jansen. It comes to the point. Express change lines, and off of the stick of Nikita Sokov. The Express, though, do clear the puck and send it right back in. 17:23 to go in the period. Edelcourt doing a lot of skating now, stopping pucks from behind the net. Here's Roach up the middle. He gets taken out of the play. Puck is centered, and the Express will have it. Springfield won yesterday 4-3 on 2 goals late in the third. Well, early in the third and late in the third. Lobdakin at 1:17 and Salnikov at 8:08. Puck sent into Bailey Stevens. He'll stop it there, and the Express's Jonathan Grandelius will get it to the near side boards. Out to center now for Springfield. Across the line, but taken away by J.C. DeBecke and sent all the way down into the Springfield zone. Chased there by Evan Kamba. Kamba's pass comes up the middle. Working it is Sayre. Instead, he'll give it to the high slot. DeBecke can't hold on to it. Now taken by McKechnie. McKechnie with it up the middle. A backhander that is deflected by Kamba into the near side board. 16:28 to go in the period. No score. Just underway here at Mediacom Ice Park, Game 3. Now Sayre steals the puck. He shoots, saves Stevens. He'll hold on. Well, Stevens in some traffic. He's able to hold on to the puck, as right on the doorstep was Louis Shakes. $16:18 to go in the period. In to take the draw for the Express is Klingspan, and he does win it from Shakes. The Express will clear it all the way down. This will be an icing call. 16:12 remaining. Shots are 3-2 in favor of El Paso. We'll do it again with Shakes and Klingspan. And Klingspan wins it one more time. That's one thing the Express did yesterday, was win faceoffs. It helped them. Bouncing puck comes in off the stick of Surrett. Stevens off to his defense. To the point and out to center. Here comes the Express across the line. Linus Dahlberg. Dahlberg slowly but surely, he gets run into by Surrett. Comes to the half boards. Ritchie's pass cross ice. It'll go to McKechnie. And McKechnie in front of his own bench will be hounded just enough, but he does get it in the zone. Sent to the far side. Now to the near side. Mickelson for the Express. Tried to tip it out, but it comes right into Stevens. He's going to hold on, as chasing it was Alex Johansson of Skokie, Illinois. Johansson had 4 goals and 3 assists versus Arizona back on October 14th. Then 2 days later, he had 3 goals and 4 assists. That's why he has his 18-20 on the season. Off the draw, comes right to the side of the net. Stevens is there to cover it up. And now we have some pushing and shoving. Bagby gets pushed. Sayre, or make that, no, I don't think that's Sayre. I think that's Lakaitis is in there. He gets pushed down. And I don't, yeah, we are going to get penalties. I thought maybe we would not, but we will. Now, I'm assuming we're going to get both. Johansson goes in the box. and Libwelli will go into the box. So we should be even up. This comes at 15:22 of the first. Each for roughing. So we skate 5-on-5. Puck in the Springfield zone. Working behind the net, trying to center it is Roach. It'll go to the corner to Hummich. He sends it back around where it'll be chased once again by Lakaitis. Near side boards to the point. It is held in. Sent in down low now for Naditsky. He gets upended in the near side boards. Now a shot in that just gets deflected as it came off the stick of Lakaitis and got deflected up and out of play. Yuri Lednitsky in front with some good work getting his first shift. Shots 4-2 in favor of El Paso. Face off once again to the right of Stevens and off the draw. Puck won by the Rhinos. Sent in low where it's chased by Cartwright. Cartwright had a goal yesterday, his 10th of the season. Now behind the net. Battle for it there. Kamba is there. He breaks free. He shoots. It's blocked. It's save. Rebound. Save again. The first shot was blocked. The rebound Stevens made the save on, and then he had to cover up on the second attempt. 14:34 remaining. A couple of quick shots on Bailey Stevens. So what was a very quick beginning to this period for Springfield has kind of turned a little bit now, as El Paso has had the momentum, staying in the express zone for the past minute or two. Far side to McKechnie. He's checked off the play. In there is Serena for Springfield. Gets the stick up a little high. Still pushes it behind the net. He gets double teamed, but the Express have control. If they hurry, they have a 3-on-2. Uspanev across the line. Left side. Uspanev breaks free. In front, shot save! And actually, it was saved by the post. It hit Tyson, or the stick of Tyson Klingspan. He got the shot off, and I thought maybe the goaltender made the save, but it got past him and hit the post. So the Express were that close from taking a 1-0 lead. Puck sent all the way down, and it will be a line change for both teams. Out of the Express zone, Serena with it. Serena moving it across the line, now to Uspanev. Uspanev working. Uspanev will send it in low to Klingspan. Stepping in front of him is Ritchie. Returns the pass now to Lakaitis. Line change ensues for Springfield. Lakaitis, nice move, gets hooked by Sokov. We're going to get a penalty. It'll be power play time. And on the power play this season, 31.3%, 20 for 64 are the Rhinos. Hooking will be the call. Sokov will go in. First odd man advantage for the Rhinos. And a very inopportune time for Springfield. Off the draw, it'll be won by the Rhinos. They're going to work with it again now to Lakaitis. He shoots, saves, Stevens, rebound, loose, and Stevens gets in position for the rebound. That one from the stick of Sayre. Sayre had 2 goals in game number 1 before he was tossed out of the game for running the goaltender. Here's a shot that gets deflected in, and a save by Stevens as it came off the stick of Cartwright, and Stevens will hold on. 1:40 remaining in the power play. Did get a chance, or someone that was in the box got a chance to talk to and passed on to me that Sayre was extremely apologetic for running into the goaltender. He did leave his feet, but he said he meant to jump around the goaltender. Didn't know he was going to move that way. Now behind the net with 12:59 to go and 1:27 left in the power play. A shot that sails in, and Stevens makes the save. Who's going to clear it? Goes to the corner to Grandelius. Can he clear it? No. It's on the line and held in. Good move by Lakaitis to keep it in play. Here's Sayre. He shoots, glove save. Stevens saw it all the way as Sayre got a blast from we'll call it the left point. 12:42 remaining in the period. .112 remaining in the power play. Again, the clock that you see is 1 second off from the game clock here. And off the draw, puck won, but taken by Hunter Lovedocken of Springfield. Lovedocken will do his best just to clear it all the way down. And he'll chase the puck himself. Nobody went after it. So the Express, who had momentary control, give it up because here's Ritchie. He'll come across the line into the zone. Ritchie with it. Backhand it behind the net. Gets it to Johansson. Looking for Ritchie. Johansson, right faceoff circle, lost it, and now it's cleared all the way down. Setting it up is Adam Check. Check with a goal in yesterday's game. Take that back. Check had a goal in Friday's game. Express cleared again. They will partially change. Here's Hummich across the line and broken up. Cleared by the Express. Derek Smith, the captain, he'll give it to Salnikov. 2-on-1. Salnikov in front to Lovedocken score! It's a shorthanded goal. And that is the first shorthanded goal that El Paso has given up this season. And the Express take a 1-0 lead. Lovedocken will get the goal. Salnikov and Derek Smith with the assists. And Springfield take the advantage on the 2-on-1. There's still time on the clock. As far as the penalty goes, there's 3 seconds remaining now. Hunter Lovedocken with goal number 7.
Short-handed goal scored by number 25, Hunter Lovedocken. Assisted by number 15, Nikita Salnikov. And by number 27, Derek Smith.
That's the goal.
20 of the first period.
The call from Kevin Thurl. Meanwhile, the Express have possession of the puck. They come across the line, and Dahlberg had it tipped away by Legnicki. So the Express will set things up. They lead 1-0. They've been outshot in this game. Here comes Salnikov. Drop it to Dahlberg. Dahlberg moving the puck. Dahlberg now to Mickelson. He shoots. It gets deflected up and out of play. And now Mickelson and Shakes having a little words. Everyone gets separated from there. And off the draw, the Express will have control of it. It'll be sent to the half boards after it was deflected by Sayre. Now down in low, move to Dubecki, and Dubecki clears it where it's kicked back in by Tim Johnson. Janssen will have control of it again, and the Express will work out of their own zone now along their line. A shot in by Mickelson is held by Edelcourt. He'll hold on. 10:17 to go in the period, and a 1-0 lead for Springfield. Line change for both teams. Face off to the right of Edelcourt. And off the draw. It'll be sent behind the El Paso Rhino zone, or the net that is. They'll get it out of their own zone. Here's Johansson. He gets a shot in, saves Stevens, near side boards. Johansson is checked off nicely by Mickelson. It'll go to the far side to Hunter Lovedocken. Once again, Lovdokin tries to clear it out of the zone. The Express have a 2-on-2 across the line. Here's Nevikosi. He waits, tries to give it to Lebwelly, and he gets pulled out of the play. And now we get a whistle, and we're going to get a penalty, and it's an elbowing call, and it goes against El Paso. Johansson. And Johansson is arguing with the official. He doesn't believe it should be a call, and the official says, yes, get in the box. They're going to call it rough, actually. That's his second roughing call. And the first power play for Springfield, the Express, on the power play this season, 20.8%. 12 power play goals, 60 opportunities. The penalty kill, 90.8% for El Paso. 7 for 77. Express have it. Klingspan drops it in low. The Express did get a power play in yesterday's game. It'll go to Dahlberg. Cross-ice pass, working it to Janssen. Janssen with it. Had it, lost it. It's cleared all the way down. 1-0 lead for Springfield on the first shorthanded goal that's been given up by the Rhinos this season. Across the line for the Express. Dahlberg, cross ice. Lebwelly, he shoots up high. Rebound back behind the net. Lebwelly will chase it, but it's cut off by Czech, who will clear it all the way down. 1:18 remains in the power play. 9:02 remaining in the period. Express out of their own zone. Now working it to Salnikov. Left side. Checking him is Surratt. Salnikov over to Dahlberg. He shoots. In fact, it was more of a pass to Lebwelly. If it's score! It tipped off the defense. Linus Dahlberg will get credit for the goal. And Springfield has a power play goal. And the Express take a 2-0 lead. Linus Dahlberg with goal number 8. They give Gabe Lebwelly an assist. And the Express take what is in reality
Express power play goal scored by number 47, Linus Dahlberg. Assisted by number 9, Gail Lebwelly.
Now here comes Nevikosi with a shot by
13 of the first period.
Jansen.
Scored
That's
in the
deflected
power
in the
play by
corner.
number 47, assisted by number 9, Springfield Express.
So the Express turning it on here as another 2-on-1 odd-man rush was just missed wide by Philip Jansen, and now we have an icing call. It'll send it back in the Springfield zone. This one coming at 11:13. And it's 2-0 Springfield as Dahlberg deflected it. I think it went off the skate of Brody Surratt. Now the Rhinos in the zone. Puck broken up, cleared to the corner. Line change for El Paso. Here comes the Express. Sokov across the line, 2-on-1. A drive in that's blocked by Thorson. Rebound, Uspanev saved, loose, and Thorson couldn't see the puck. It'll go to the corner. Now out to center ice and across the line. Roach will chase it down. 7:30 remaining in the first period. A 2-0 lead for Springfield. Puck cleared out to center. Moving it and rushing it is Thorson. He breaks free. Thorson shoots, safe. Rebound loose, and it's cleared to the corner. Out to center ice for Uspanev. The Express run a line change. They had nobody back to follow up on the rebound. Now the puck is poked away by Whitehead. He gets pushed at the line and cleared right back in by Wyatt Myers. We're going to get a penalty, a delayed call. It is against El Paso. The Express get the goaltender out. Now they're going to work with the puck. It is touched up. No, it's not. Express working with the puck. Now it may be touched up, and it is. but a delayed call against El Paso. This one is the trifecta. Johansson goes in. His third penalty in a row. Second power play for Springfield. The penalty kill, which was 90.8%, is 0 for right now. Springfield has scored, and they almost did again. Johnson hit the post. Rebound, instead score! Tyson Klingspan got the shot from the left point. It hit the post the second time and bounced off the goaltender Edelcourt and into the net. And Springfield has their second power play goal of the game and a 3-0 lead. And this is just kind of a comedy of errors. It starts from the right side that hits the post, then it goes to the left side, it hits the post, banks off the goaltender and into the net. And the Springfield Express are pouring it on here on their 10th shot. We'll catch the call, but it is going to be a change in goaltender now.
Power play goal scored by number 67, Tyson Klingspan. Assisted by number 47, Linus Dahlberg. And by number 9, Gail Lubwili. Time of the goal at 13:19 of the first period. Scored on the power play by number 67, assisted by number 47 and number 9. Springfield Express power play goal!
And with that power play goal, as I mentioned, a change in goaltender. Edelcourt is no longer in the nets. It's Satulik. So the Express chase the goalie that has only given up 1 goal on average this season. And in now is Satulik. And we have a timeout. Go over the goals real quickly here. Hunter Lovedocken with the first one to make it a 1-0 game on a nice 2-on-1. Follows it up. Then the Springfield Express take a 2-0 lead. This one is a shot that hits the defense and goes in the net. That one credited to Linus Dahlberg, his 8th. And then just moments ago, and one that started with Johnson hitting the crossbar, then the rebound hitting the post and off the goaltender and into the net. And it is a 3-0 lead for Springfield. Klingspan with his third. Two for two on the power play are the Springfield Express. And off the draw, it'll come into the El Paso zone. It'll be sent behind the net. Now to the near side board. Smith with a drive that sails high and wide. Puck cleared out to center. And right back in the zone where it'll be taken by El Paso to Myers. Myers working with it. At the line, across to Johansson. And at the half boards, it is too far for Surrett. He'll send it right back in, though. 5:39 remaining in the period. A 3-0 lead for Springfield. Across the line. Now into the zone. Chasing it is Serena. Stepping in front of him is Balgavis. It'll come up the middle. Nobody there. Here is Bagby. He shoots and a save. Rebound is taken away. And El Paso move it out of the zone. Here's Roach. He'll send it all the way in. He gets upended. 5:14 to go in the period. Puck cleared out by Galvis and back into the Springfield zone. Line change for the Express. Express now out shooting El Paso 11-10. They have a 3-0 lead on the scoreboard. Puck sent back to Hummich. He'll bank it off the boards, get it in front. Now to Cambia, drive in that sails wide, goes in the near side boards. 4:48 remaining. Up the middle, deflected into the corner off the goal stick of Stevens. Near side boards. Puck to the point, and the Express cannot clear it. Bagby, though, is the recipient of Sayers' attempt to keep it in. Now the Express 3-on-2. Here's Bureau. He shoots, glove save, rebound loose. Sonikov tried to get an opportunity as he skated around the net, and it's covered by Satulik. 4:26 remaining in the period, and the Springfield Express have done a couple of things here that no team this season has been able to do. First of all, they've scored 2 power play goals, and that's been extremely tough for teams, and they chased time in Edelcourt. Off the draw, puck by Mickelson is lost. Here chasing it is Ritchie, 2-on-1, shot in, we're going to get a penalty. It's saved by Stevens, but a penalty against Springfield, and the Express will go. This will be power play number 2 for the Rhinos. And I think they'll get Janssen. It's interference. Or 17, the time of the penalty. Penalty kill for the Springfield Express, 88.7%, 8 for 71. Here's Johansson behind the net. Puck shot in off of Hummich. Looking in front was Johansson. Pass didn't get to him. Now the Express, can they clear it? They do across the line on the tip by Lovdakin. Plays in the Springfield zone. Now there's 1:33 remaining in the power play. Puck to Derek Smith. Can't clear it. Held in by Czech. He'll send it in, but the Express do get it out. And Lovdakin will work shorthanded. The Express also have a shorthanded goal. Lovdakin has it taken away from him by Czech. All goals by Springfield have been special teams. They have not been even strength. Hummich across the line. Left side. Hummich, nice move. Hummich lost the handle on the puck. It'll go behind the net. Working it is Johansson. Still trying to get control of the puck. Now left, the right face-off circle, looks to the left, instead spins around. Good forechecking pressure by Grandelius. He breaks up the play, and it's cleared all the way down. Here is Lakaitis. Artur Lakaitis out of Moscow, Russia. Puck taken away from him and cleared all the way down. 2:56 remaining. Express's Philip Jansen almost stole the puck. His brother Robin is dealing with an MCL issue and hopefully will be back in a couple of weeks. Probably after the Las Vegas showcase. Now puck to the left side. Over to Hummich. Off of his stick. Out to center ice. Battling is Uspenyev. Puck deflected on the skate of Jansen. And now the Express will line change. 7 seconds to go on the power play. Puck across the line, moving it and trying to get position is Kamba. It's behind the net. Power play is over. The Express get Janssen back on the ice. 2:13 to go in the period. 3-0 Springfield. Puck off the side of the net. Goes behind to Kamba. Kamba working the puck. Gets it up the middle in front, and a shot as the pass came from Johansson to Kamba, and Kamba was stopped by Stevens. 2:02 to go in the period. And it is a 3-0 lead for Springfield. Lovdakin, his 7th. Dahlberg, his 8th. Klingspawn, his 3rd. And off the draw, puck is sent to the far side. 1:52 remaining. The Express break a 3-on-2. Working it and trying to move it is Salnikov. He comes down the middle and he gets pushed out of the way. Salnikov to the far side. On the ice now is Mickelson. Puts the head down. Salnikov left side, not able to get control of it. Moved away by Shakes. Shakes is pushed, and he doesn't like Mickelson. And Mickelson and Shakes drop the gloves. Here's Mickelson and Shakes. Mickelson trips over the referee and looks at the referee and says, "I can't believe what you just did." And of course, Shakes is going to win this one statistically. And really, it wasn't much of a fight. And in a sense, Mickelson dropped the gloves for nothing. Shakes is laughing as he goes into the penalty box, saying, "Thanks for making me win the fight there. I appreciate that, Mr. Linesman." 1:27 to go in this period. Kind of an unfortunate situation with both players deciding to drop the gloves, and Mickelson getting tripped by the referee, and of course it's pretty much over by that time. But the Express have a 3-0 lead with 1:24 remaining in the first period. It seems like the third. Here's Dahlberg, backhander that misses wide. Far side to Roach, stolen by the Express. Here is Salnikov. He gets it to the far side. Nobody there for the Express. Dahlberg puts a hit on Roach. Klingspan spins around. Dahlberg behind the net. It'll go to the near side.
Express penalty. Last minute of play in this period is number 21, Cam Mickelson. 2 minutes for roughing at 18:33 of the first period. In the Falstaff penalty box, we have for the El Paso Rhinos number 19, Louis Shakes, 2-minute minor for roughing. Time of the penalties at 18:33 of the first period, both 2-minute minors for roughing.
Well, they give him roughing and not fighting since nothing really ensued. 33 seconds left. Coming up at the first period intermission, we'll have a replay of an interview with Gail Lebwelly of the Springfield Express. He did that a couple of weekends ago. Derek Smith kicks it across the line, but it's taken away by Balgalvis and sent all the way down into the Springfield end of the ice. 13 seconds remains. Express working the puck. Here across the line, Navdakin, he shoots, blocker save, bounces down and just deflected by Hummich. 3 seconds to go. The Express try to get back, puck into the corner, and that'll do it for the first period of play. But the Springfield Express take a 3-0 lead in this hockey game on goals by Hunter Lovdakin, Linus Dahlberg, and Tyson Klingspan. First goal, a shorthanded affair at 9:20. Hunter Lovdakin, the assist to Salnikov and Derek Smith, and it is a 1-0 lead for the Springfield Express. That one, of course, a shorthanded goal. Then a power play goal by Linus Dahlberg, his 8th of the season at 11:13. The shot sent off of the skate of the defenseman in front, and Springfield takes a 2-0 advantage. Then at 13:21, it's another power play goal, this one by Tyson Klingspan, and it started on the right point. Janssen with a shot that hits the post, then Klingspan a shot that hits the post, banks off the goaltender and into the net, and that goal there did chase Timon Edelcourt. And coming in, Brandon Satulik, and Satulik has played since 6:39 remaining of the period. It is a 3-0 lead for Springfield. Power plays, the Express are 2 for 2. The Rhinos are 0 for 2. Just 4 penalties each for 8 minutes, as they've all been minors. Shots on goal, the Express have 15 total shots on the combination of Edelcourt and Satulik, and Bailey Stevens faces just 12 shots. Coming up after the break, have an interview with Gail Lebwelly coming up right here from Mediacom Ice Park as the Express have a 3-0 lead after make that 1 period of play.
Hi, my name's Scott Morris. I own Falstaff's Local. It's the new hockey bar in town. You're missing out if you don't come and watch some Blues games down here. You'll also be able to hear the sound of all the games. We're located between the Hers building and the movie theater on Park Central West. We have a limited but great menu. We're open for lunch. We are the hockey bar, so come and watch all the hockey games. We're going to cover MSU Ice Bears, the Springfield Express, and we may have some big-time NHL players show up. We are installing a train whistle down here. I think we're the only ones in town that are daring to do that. Please come and see us at Falstaff's The Hockey Bar. Thanks a lot. I will see you soon.
We're back at MediaCom Ice Park. Steve Cass and Dan Lee on Black Dog. Now talking with Gail Libwelli, 5'11", 200 from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And Gail has 6 goals, 4 assists, 2 shorthanded goals. He's the leader in shorthanded goals for the Springfield Express. And Gail, you know, the one thing I noticed about you is when you're on the ice, you have a lot of confidence out there. You know what you're doing with the puck, and you do it well.
Yeah, I'm just keeping everything simple, play with my teammate, always have my heads up and be ready to take a shot. Like I said, I'll keep everything simple.
You, of course, have been able to play on a line with Jack Nevikosi and Hunter Lovdakin, and you've actually been interspersed between the lines a little bit. Finally found a spot? You finally have a couple of guys in your line mates now?
Yeah, since the beginning of the game year, the training camp, I was playing with Jack, and everything was like doing very well. And we have a couple difficulty at the beginning of the year against Wichita, and Lazi the coach just like mixed the line and changed to trying to make every line good. And he put Hunter with us, and since that we're all playing very well together. So.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those lines that you really like to see out there because not only do you guys move and go into the corners and really activate the puck a little bit, you put pucks in the net too.
Yeah, like I have a good shot, and Lazi and BJ, they're always telling me if you have to change, put the puck on the net, and the other guys in my line, they're all like helping me to give me the puck, good pass, and I'm just using my shot when I have the good chance. That's all.
Of course, being from Montreal, hockey's it there. So you've obviously grown up playing hockey?
Yeah, I started to play hockey at 3. Since that, I never lost the flame. I always loved to play hockey. That's my passion. So it's like that.
Who's your favorite team?
Flyers of Philadelphia. Philadelphia Flyers.
Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah.
So not Montreal.
Not Montreal.
Not Toronto.
Not Toronto.
Not Calgary.
No
not
Canadian
Winnipeg.
team. No Canadian
the
team.
The Philadelphia Flyers. You like
Yeah.
the Bruisers of Philadelphia.
Yeah. My favorite player is Wayne Simons. I'm like playing a little bit like him. That's where I start to like Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, yeah, you look similar to Wayne Simmons, and one thing, he used to play for LA. So I liked when he played on LA and then got traded to Philadelphia. But yeah, he's one of those guys that resembles you a lot. I can see that.
Yeah, he's like crashing the net, using his shot, putting body in front of the net, finish his check. He's a good workout player. Yeah.
What made you decide to come to Springfield?
I was like trying something new because I was playing in Quebec for 2 years, 3 years, and nothing was like happening. And I always talk to my agent about something new. And I know a guy that played last year in Springfield, Samuel Silderdu, and he's one of my good friends. And he talked to me about the city and the place, and he said that's a good place. You will love to play hockey here, and we have the same agent, so that was just easy. We called Lazi, and everything just started getting ready for my place here. You know, it's one thing that you mentioned, Sam Cyr-Ledoux, great player. You know, a little bit. When I say faster, what I mean, and he's just one of those guys that uses speed. He doesn't necessarily get into the corners or anything like that. He uses that speed, which is a different style of play from you. But still, I can see how both of you can fit in perfectly, and it's worked. And you know, it doesn't matter what line you're on.
because you have the skill to adjust. It sounds like.
Yeah, Sam. I didn't play with Sam a lot. I played mostly against him, but he's a good player. He's like using speed always. He's hard on the play. He's never like never stop working, and that's what I like to him. And I will love it. Sam will come back this year with me. That will be really nice. But things happen, and I hope he's doing well where he is.
Yeah, where's he at right now?
I think he played with the Windsor back, something like that in the Maritime Leagues.
Okay.
And he's doing well right now.
Do you have a workout regimen, something that you do to get ready for games?
Not really, but when I'm putting my gears on, I always start by the left side. Always my skate, my shin pad, everything, my glove. And that's my ritual. That's what I do every time before I went in the ice.
You know, it's funny because I do the same thing.
Okay.
Everything has to be the left. If for some reason the right goes on, nothing seems right, nothing feels right. And even if it's put on, I still almost have to take it off because it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, start all over again. Yeah,
me
too.
It's absolutely crazy. Do you have a favorite goaltender?
No, not really.
So none of those goaltenders you'd be afraid to face?
No, I'm just playing my game. I don't know all the goaltending in that league, but every time I'm in the ice, I'm just trying to put the puck in the net, and that's all. Whichever goalie is on the net, I will try to do my best to put the puck in the net.
Talking with Gael Abwelli of the Springfield Express, and 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points. You do have a power play goal and a shorthanded goal and a game-winning goal. So you've done a lot already with the Springfield Express, and in only 8 games.
Yep. Yeah, like I told you, I think everything simple, using my shot, using my body, and in power play, I'm in front of the net trying to take some rebounds. I'm just keeping everything simple. I'm not trying to be another player, change my style. I'm always be the same guy, and you will see on the ice I'm always playing the same way, and that's my job.
I've mentioned this to everybody else. What do you want to be when you grow up? Meaning, do you want to continue with hockey, get into college? What's your ambition?
Right now, I really want to be in the college or university. It will depend on which option I will have after the year. But I would like to keep playing hockey and at the same time going to school. That will be my best idea.
I was going to say dream, but obviously dream would be to play in the National Hockey League. Have you had that?
Yeah, I had that dream since I was little, and I had that dream. And I hope that will help me to play here, to have some other option to be what I want to be later, my dream in the NHL.
What do you like best about the Springfield Express? What has impressed you the most already?
All the things that we do are off the ice and on the ice is different from Quebec, more discipline. Everything is scheduled. You have CrossFit, you have cardio. Everything is doing well. Like in Quebec, we don't have those things. Where I was playing last year, we don't just have some practice two times a week, and here we have practice every day. We're on the ice, and everything is serious. People take everything serious on the ice and off the ice, and that's what I like.
There's a sign across the rink that says, the only easy day was yesterday.
None of the day, nothing. Every day it's always hard. When we have cardio, it's hard. You have to push yourself to be better every day, and on the ice is the same thing. So I think that's a good sentence.
When you're out there and you're on the ice, do you have what do you think about? What's your thought process when you're on the ice?
No, I don't want to make a mistake. When I'm on the ice, I always want to do everything simple, like I told you. And I don't want to be the guy that everyone looks and say, that's your fault because we lost. I want to be the guy that we say, you helped us to win today. And that's what I want.
When you were in Quebec, compared to being here, who has the best fans? Who's come and asked you for an autograph more, Springfield or when you played up in Canada?
I was playing with Saint Agathe. It's a team in Quebec, but I really like Express Springfield have the best fan. I thought like after the game, some kids came at me and just say like, you want to just sign an autograph on my stick, or have you a broken stick for me, and give it to me. I like that. I like the way like people are into the team, and that's what I like from the fans in Springfield.
Well, that's the one thing about hockey fans here is there's not that much, and not to say anything bad about fans, because the fans here are great, but in Quebec there's all sorts of different hockey around, so it's watered down, I guess, maybe, if you follow what I'm saying. But here, the fans that you have here are true fans because they appreciate the fact that there's hockey here in Springfield.
Yeah, but like in Quebec we have the league that I was playing, we are like 12 teams, but it's all from Quebec. Like we are not far away from each other, so all fans are just mixed it up. But here we have our own fan from Springfield, and people wants to still have a team here, so they come at the ring and watch us play and cheer for us. And that's what I like. People are into the team, and they like when we are playing, like fighting or scoring goal, and that's what I like. I like this like energy they put on the ice. They help us to be better on the ice, and that's what I like.
What is your favorite food to eat? You have a pregame meal?
Pregame meal, always pasta. Always. That's just like that. I like to eat pasta before the game.
Whether it's spaghetti or rigatoni or anything? Or
no, everything, just pasta, that's all. I don't have a different type of it, just all of it. You ask me for rigatoni, I'm going to eat rigatoni. I just want pasta, that's all.
Pasta's always good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the sauce is?
No, it doesn't matter.
Just as long as it's pasta.
Exact.
All right, well, that might be a Christmas gift. Get you some pasta.
Thank you.
All right, Gail Llewellyn joining us here. Thanks so much, and like I always wish everybody more points until the remainder of the year, all right? And one final thing, one final thought. A lot of folks have been saying the Turner Cup might be in the cards for this team. So
perfect.
So obviously playoffs and maybe a championship?
Maybe, hope so.
All right. Gail Llewellyn, thanks so much for joining us. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment with more hockey.
Hi, my name's Scott Morris. I own Falstaff's Local. It's the new hockey bar in town. You're missing out if you don't come and watch some Blues games down here. You'll also be able to hear the sound of all the games. We're located between the Hers building and the movie theater on Park Central West. We have a limited but great menu. We're open for lunch. We are the hockey bar, so come and watch all the hockey games. We're going to cover MSU Ice Bears, the Springfield Express, and we may have some big-time NHL players show up. We are installing a train whistle down here. I think we're the only ones in town that are daring to do that. Please come and see us at Falstaff's The Hockey Bar. Thanks a lot. I will see you soon.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Back at MediaCom Ice Park, Steve Casson, along with Alex Somm on Black Dog and the Stan Melton Ice Arena, as the Springfield Express have a 3-0 lead over the El Paso Rhinos. And it's something that I don't think El Paso has experienced this season, being down by a 3-goal deficit in a hockey game. Shots 15-12 in favor of the Express. Goals by Hunter Levdokin, his 7th. Linus Dahlberg, his 8th. Tyson Klingspawn, his 3rd. All have been special teams goals. There has not been a goal even strength. It's either been shorthanded or on the power play. The Express are 2 for 2 on the power play. As we have a couple of extra minutes, we'll go over the goals once again. Hunter Levdokin for the Springfield Express on a 2-on-1. Follows it up, and it's 1-0 in favor of Springfield. Then Linus Dahlberg. Just a shot, centering it up the middle, and it goes off the defense into the nets. and it's 2-0 in favor of the Express. And then a goal that, well, quite frankly, if you're an Express fan, you love to see. If you're a Rhinos fan, you kind of wonder here. But the first shot by Tim Johnson hits the post, comes right out to the left point. Klingspan with the shot. It deflects off the post again, and then off the back of the pad of then goaltender Timon Edelcourt. Right after that, he was chased in favor of Brandon Satulik, and Satulik has played the remainder of the period. Faced 2 shots of the 15 total. And right now it is it's a 3-0 lead for Springfield. As you hear, the Express are just about on the ice. Warming up in his goal crease is Bailey Stevens, the Penticton, British Columbia native. 8-3 with a 2.08 goals against average and a .939 save percentage. And as I mentioned, coming into this game, Edelcourt 6-0 with a 1.0 goals against average. And the Express have already put 3 on the Rhinos' top goaltender. If you're just tuning in, we are about to start the second period, and yes, you see it correctly, 3-0 Springfield. Express skating from the right to the left, the Rhinos from the left to the right. Roach in to take the draw, Klingspan for Springfield. And off the draw to be won by El Paso. Roach in possession of the puck, but Smith breaks it up from him. Now taken in a shot by Johansson, is moved into the corner. To the point, it's out to center ice as Dahlberg was running roughshot, and it comes in front of the Springfield end of the ice. Now Roach to regroup. He'll send it where the Express will intercept. Dahlberg now left side to Klingspan. Klingspan with a drive in, save, and Satulik will hold on to that. 19:32 to go in the period. Referees Roger Klein, Mike Robinson, linesman Paul McIntyre, and Mark Marzola. Off the draw, puck to the high slot. Smith shot, it gets deflected just barely by the stick of Klingspan and goes wide of the net. Now Smith again with a shot. Moved into the corner off the stick of Dubecki. 19:14 remaining in the period. 3-0 Springfield. At the line. Now it's cleared out where Grandelius will shoot it right back in. One thing you have to worry about with a 3-0 lead as the puck comes back into the Springfield zone for an icing call is to play a little defensively now. Express with a 3-0 lead, if you start to play defensive, it just takes a goal here or there. And El Paso could climb right back into this game. Face off the right of Satulik. And off the draw, the first shot that comes in from Bagby is held by the goaltender. Brendan Satulik from Framingham, Massachusetts. Off the draw, the puck is won and cleared out to center ice by El Paso. It goes in front of the Express bench. He'll be taken by Libwelli. He'll give it in, and a nice move. Lovdock, he shot just wide as he got the shot off on the right side. Now to the near side point. Backhanded out, and the Express, who are offside, will see it out to center ice. Libwelli with it. Puts a hit on Shakes, and now it's Bagby to chase in his own zone. Overran it. Shakes with it. He'll drop it in low, swing it all the way around where Libwelli will put a forecheck push on McKechnie. It'll go to the far side. Nevakosi's there to battle for it. He checks it up high at the near far side boards. Now to go to the near side, and Bagby will have control. Express dangerously out of their own zone. They finally, with authority, get it out. And it's a line change, a short one for El Paso. Puck across the line, and Lakaitis shoots it in, but apparently Roach offside, so we'll have a face-off with 17:52 to go in the period. It'll come outside the zone. 3-0 Springfield. Lovdokin, his 7th. Dahlberg, his 8th. Klingspan, his 3rd. Janssen to Mickelson off the draw, who has trouble with it, but Philip Janssen will come in. 17:40 to go in the period. Now we get a whistle and a delayed offside. And this should come all the way down. And the Express are asking for it to come all the way down, and the official, Roger Klein, says yes. They're going to bring it all the way down because Lukaitis was told it was offside, and he continued in the zone. And off the draw in the El Paso zone, it's behind the net. Jansen with it for Springfield. Phillip centering a line of Isaac Serena and Nikita Sokov. He used to center his brother. Now behind the net, it comes right in front. Stevens with a save, it hits a skate. Lakaitis again with a shot, save Stevens. And now getting in the mix is Johansson. .17:14 remaining in the period. And Jansen, that is, wins it. Season 1 called him Jansen. Talked to both the Jansen brothers, and they said, no, we like Jansen. Stevens has to make a save. Rebound, score. The puck was loose, and I believe Cartwright gets it. So the Express having trouble holding on to the puck here in the second period. 2:59, the time of the goal. And El Paso gets a goal. Just Stevens with a hard time covering up the puck. And it is a 3-1 hockey game now. The goal does go to Cartwright, and that is his 11th of the season. Assists to Sayre and Dubecki. The shutout is broken. It's now the worst lead in hockey, a 2-goal lead for Springfield, 3-1. Drive in by Whitehead, that's deflected into the corner.
16, Drake Cartwright, assisted by number 11, Chaston Sayre, and number 6, J.C. Dubecki. Time of the goal at 2:59 of the second period, scored by number 16, assisted by number...
Meanwhile, the Express have trouble in their own zone. They can't get it out. It's taken by Sayre. Hits the skate. Sayre with a backhander in. That'll be covered by Bailey as it was deflected on that backhand. 16:15 remaining in the period, and it's now 3-1. Steve Casson with Alex Son on Black Dog. Thanks for joining us. Dyson Klingspan in to take the draw from Shake, and Shakes wins it. A bouncing puck that goes to the far side. Mickelson puts a hit on Ritchie. It's behind the net to McKechnie. He'll let it go. Picked up by Ritchie. Now working with it, a shot that sails wide. Express now on their heels. Momentum shift is on as Klingspan will pick up the puck. Here come the Express 3-on-2. Salnikov, left side to Klingspan. Right side, Dahlberg, left side, Salnikov, score! The Express looked like they didn't have enough players as they slowly turned that 3-on-2 into basically an odd man rush. And the Express have regained a 3-goal lead. Just good puck movement by the Springfield Express. And we'll catch that replay in a moment. But the Express now have regained the lead. Here come the Rhinos. Working it and trying to get a shot off was Johansson, and it's moved into the corner. Puck cleared out to center.
Scored by number 15, Nikita Salnikov. Assisted by number 67, Tyson Klingspan. And by number 47, Linus Dahlberg. Time of the goal at 4:15 of the second period, scored by number 15 with assists from number 67 and number 47.
Meanwhile, the puck is cleared all the way down into the El Paso zone. We're going to have an icing call here. The Express immediately answer back. Puck is cleared out to center. Line change for both teams, but the Express have it. It is down the middle. Salnikov with a drive-in, save, rebound, moved into the corner. Express working it. Grandelia sends it in low. Puck out to center and Grandelius to chase. Sayre with control for El Paso. Sayre working it. Sayre across the line. Sayre left side. Gets a shot off and it goes into the corner. Sayre still with it, but poked off the play by Derek Smith. Express still working it. Dahlberg's there. Nevikosi to try to move the puck from Kamba, and it is now taken by the Express. Nevikosi with it. Now in the middle. Jack Nevikosi, he shoots. It's blocked. Nobody there. The Express on a line change. Puck across the line. Here's Ritchie breaking free. Ritchie, he shoots, and a blocker save. Rebound in front. Hit the side of the net. Cambia got the shot that may have been deflected off of the blocker of Stevens and then hit the side of the net. 3:51 remaining in the second period. 4-1 in favor of Springfield. They had as much as a 3-0 lead. Grandelia sweeps it to the sideboards. Now Ritchie intercepts for El Paso. Jaden Ritchie, 8 goals, 4 assists out of Regina, Saskatchewan. Now we get a penalty. It's going to go against Springfield. No, hold on. It's not. It will go against El Paso, a slashing call. Power play number 3 for Springfield. And the only reason I thought that is because the Express had possession of the puck and the referee blew the play dead. Ritchie goes. The Express, who are 2 for 2 on the power play, and we get a false face-off here, but they're 2 for 2 on the power play. Off the draw, the puck is cleared out to center, and for Johnson to come back to get it to Klingspan. Klingspan between the legs of Cambia. Now it'll go to the corner. Cartwright sees it go down in low. The Express have possession for a moment. It bounces to the right face-off circle, now taken by Salnikov. Nikita Salnikov to the near side boards, trying to hit Klingspan at the point. Instead, Salnikov had it, but he clears it inadvertently all the way down into his own zone. Klingspan. He's playing in place of Michael Crawford today. Puck is broken up, taken by Sayre. He looks for help, gets a shot off the side of the net, hits the post, and the puck is at the half boards out to center ice. Gail Lebwelly. Lebwelly 1-on-2. Lebwelly, the trailer is Dahlberg. He shoots and a pad save by Satulik. 58 seconds remaining in the power play. Puck cleared out to center ice. Here come the Rhinos. Shot that is deflected as Sayre got it over to Johansson, but it was deflected nicely by Klingspan. Now Lebwelly gets it out to Dahlberg. Linus Dahlberg, left side. Dahlberg shoots, pad save, rebound. Dahlberg follows up, tipped in front, shot. Klingspan, and it's right on the doorstep, covered up by Edelcourt, and now we have a couple of players pushing and shoving. 35 seconds left in the power play. Line change for both teams. And off the draw, Bagby will have it right side to Smith. He shoots, save, rebound. Jansen can't put it in. It'll go behind the net with 25 seconds remaining in the power play. Express with it, Nevikosi. He's going to look up front, nobody there. Instead, he's going to try to go to the point. He'll play it off the point himself, but it gets deflected, and a nice deflection off of the stick of Cartwright. Back behind the El Paso zone. Sent into the corner by Surrett, but he can't clear it. Power play has 5 seconds. Here's Derek Smith, drops in low. Right face-off circle, working around the check of Check. Now power play is over. It's 5-on-5. Surrett's there. He'll hold it behind the net. The Express trying to work it out. 11:20 to go in the second period. 4-1 Springfield. Bagby with a cross-ice pass. Now it'll go to Smith. Gets around a sliding Kamba. Gets a shot off, but it's deflected into the corner, and a lead pass is out to center ice, where it'll be taken by Ritchie across the line. Ritchie fanned on the shot. Express have control. Bagby clears it and trips Ritchie for his efforts there, and a shot in as we come the other way off the stick of Jansen. Now left to right into the Springfield zone. Lakaitis with the drive in, gloved by Stevens. He'll hold on. 10:47 to go in the period. And this has been a very, very exciting series thus far. 2-1 in game one. El Paso winning that. 4-3 Springfield winning yesterday after trailing going into the third period 3-2. And here the Express have a 4-1 lead. Johansson now to Thorson. 2-on-2. Thorson left side. Thorson looking for help. Nobody there. Thorson drops it in low. Taken by Roach of El Paso behind the net to Springfield. Taken to the right point. Here's Mickelson. He shoots. Glove, save, rebound, loose. Thorson will break it up. Thorson for the Express. Behind the net. Off of Nikita Sokov's stick. He's checked hard by Hummich. It's behind the net. El Paso looking for a breakout play, but Balgalvis has it in the near side. Now Roach puts a check. It's up the middle. And here is a 3-on-2 for El Paso. Slow to develop, and now it's sent in from the red line all the way down. Line change for the Rhinos. Far side boards. It'll go to Johansson. Backhander out to Sokov. 2-on-1. Here's Sokov chasing is Thorson. Trying to get it over to Thorson, and it just didn't connect. Now the Express work the puck again. It's shot in wide by Mickelson. Far side boards. Backhanded by Bagby and sent down in low. Checked by Shakes. Near side boards. Lokaitis will come out with it. Lost it at the red line. Sent to the referee's crease to Thorson, and now picked up by Ritchie. Here's Ritchie across the line. Has Shakes. He shoots. Safe. Rebound deflected into the corner. McKechnie. He breaks free. Gets around Whitehead. Now Bagby goes after him. To the left point. A drive in by Surrett that sails wide. Near side boards. Picked up by Ritchie. Ritchie will work it up the middle. McKechnie drive, save, rebound loose. Where is it? Through some skates. And finally taken by Thorson of the Express. Thorson backhands it in, and the Express will line change. Oh, a bad pass by Myers, and it didn't get as far as he wanted to, trying to catch the Express in a line change. Puck sailed in and all the way down off of the Rhinos, and no icing. Near side boards. Off the glass and out to center. Here's Dahlberg, cuts in, he shoots, blocker saved by Satulik. 8:25 to go in the period, 4-1 Springfield. Now across the line to Sayre. Sayre works with it. Derek Smith intercepts, catches to the far side to Grandelius. He'll get it out to center ice to Dahlberg, and here comes Linus. Linus, Dahlberg, leading scorer. Well, he's technically tied for the leading scoring with Gail Lebwelly. And actually Lebwelly now leading with his points in today's game. Puck is sent in behind the net. Off of the stick of Kamba, it's out to center ice. And over Dahlberg's woodchopper. Puck is in where Stevens will hold on to it. Leaves it for Grandelius. Now to the corner, stolen, poked away by Stevens. He tried it last time and it didn't work. This time it does. That was in game one, where Sayre got a goal the last time that happened. Now up the middle, Stevens out of position. Where is it? It's under him. He shoots it, saved, rebound loose. Stevens still can't find it in front. Oh, and a big save by Stevens. What a huge save by Bailey Stevens, and the whistle blew. The puck is in the net, but the whistle blew. As Stevens was all over the place, he didn't have his goal stick. The shot came from the left point by Johansson, and Stevens with a huge series of saves for the Springfield Express. We will get some penalties in this, but Bailey Stevens comes up big. First he's out of the net, has to make the save. Then the cross-ice pass goes to the face-off circle, and it's actually Hummich that got the shot, and Stevens had to make the save. The puck did trickle into the net, but the whistle had blown. And there will be penalties assessed. Springfield playing in this game without Tyson Klingspan. All right, take that back. Not Tyson Klingspan. Michael Crawford. What I meant to say is Klingspan is in Crawford's place in the lineup tonight on the top line. But they are doing things without Crawford, his 5 goals and 10 assists. And they are also working without Robin Jansen. Jansen, before he got injured, had 1 goal and 3 assists. And Jansen has only played 8 games for the Express. When they get those two back, this may be a very potent offense for Springfield. Shots 25-24. Well, they're going to update it 25-25. They just haven't updated it on the scoreboard here at Mediacom Ice Park. Well, a penalty, apparently no penalties, as Stevens has to make a save. I don't believe there's anybody in the penalty box. So we still skate 5-on-5, and Bailey Stevens had to come up big on a couple of saves there. Off the draw, puck won by the Express, out to the point, tipped by Levdokin, gets around Hummich, and Levdokin will chase it in, but it's taken by Belgalvis, and he will clear it at least to the half boards. The Express have it, it's up the middle, Welly can't grab it. Now here come the Rhinos, 1-on-3. Here's Lakaitis with a drive that's blocked in front. Johansson catches up. Puck behind the net. Where is it? Well, it's stopped by Stevens, and getting tripped by Mickelson was Johansson. 6:51 remaining in this second period. It's a 4-1 lead for Springfield, and the officials right now letting everything go. That's okay. No argument, I'm sure, by the players. At this point. Labueli steps in. He'll win the draw from Kamba. And off the draw, Nevikosi gets tripped, no penalty. Chased by Lovdakin. He'll come all the way in the zone, push it up the middle, and it'll go to Bagby, left side. He'll drop it in low. Steps around Kamba. Now to Lovdakin. Half boards, right side. Taken away by Surrett. Up the middle, now here's Cartwright. Blast in, save Stevens. Juicy rebound, where is it? And Cartwright will pick it up. He'll get it out to the corner, but it's Labueli to clear it to Lovdakin. Had it for a moment in front of the El Paso bench now is Labueli. He gets pushed, and play continues. Sent in, no icing. Well, they are going to call icing, but the goaltender comes out to touch it. Satulik sends it in the near side boards. 6:06 to go in the period. Now we get a big hit by Labueli, and I think Labueli's going to go. Oh, hold on. It's not. It's going to be against El Paso. I thought Labueli got an elbow in, and the officials say no. It goes against Cartwright. 6 penalties, 12 minutes. Power play number 4 for Springfield. Slashing is the call. To the Express on power play number 4, they're 50%. Well, they're working on number 4 right now, so they're more than 50%, 66.6 on the power play. Here's a pass to Bagby, left side. He shoots, and a blocker saved by Satulik. Goes behind the net on the near side boards. 1:37 to go on the power play. Bagby again. Bagby, he shoots, save, score! It went off the glove. I believe this one went off the glove of the goaltender. I don't know if it was tipped in. I don't think it was. I think this one went off the glove of Satulik. We'll wait and see here, but I believe the shot by Bagby. No, it was tipped in. It was tipped in. Standing in front was Jansen. So Jansen gets the goal. And it's 5-1 Springfield. So the goal by Philip Jansen, his 4th of the season. And the Express have a 5-1 lead. We'll catch the call in a moment. So Bagby will get an assist.
Springfield Express power play goal scored by number 11, Philip Jansen. Assisted by number 2, Scott Bagby. And by number 19, Jack Nevikosi. Time of the goal at 14:27 of the second period. Scored on the power play by number 11, assisted by number 2 and number 19.
So the Express 3 for 4 on the power play. Something that has been difficult for other teams to do because El Paso coming in the penalty kill, they were actually in the series they were 91.7%. Here come the Express again. Here is Thorson. He shoots. It's blocked in front. 4:31 to go. Puck cleared out across the line to Sayer. Sayer will work with it. Trailer in front. Scores Dubecki. J.C. Dubecki with his 2nd goal of the season. It's now 5-2. This one, an even strength goal. The assist will go to Sayer. And it's now 5-2. That quiets the crowd a little bit, but here come the Express once again. Salnikov gets taken out of the play.
Scored by number 6, J.C. Dubecki. Assisted by number 11, Chasten Sayer. Time of the goal at 15:38 of the second period. Scored by number 6, assisted by number 11.
So quickly, El Paso answers back, and it's a 3-goal game again. Puck up the middle in front, and a big save as Klingsman gets 2, and another save by Satulik. Express work again. They're going to get it up the middle, but it gets deflected to the near side. Shoved off the boards and tapped in the zone by Kamba. Whitehead slaps it around the corner. Now Salnikov, outlet pass. It'll go to Nevikosi, too far for him. Chasing it all the way down is Balgalvis. 3:08 remaining in the period. Coming up at the second period intermission, we'll have a talk with Jack Nevikosi. Now here comes Ritchie in front. He shoots and it hits the crossbar and goes up and out of play. Goaltender's best friend. Well, are they saying that Stevens may have made a save on that? I think that's what they're saying, and that's why the play stays in the zone. Meanwhile, here come the Express again. Libueli with a shot. Buck still in the zone. A battle for it. It is deflected and cleared out to center ice. In front of the Springfield bench. Now here comes a drive that gets deflected as Roach gets the shot. And now he's not happy with Mickelson. It gets deflected by Stevens. Face-off should stay in the zone. Face off to the right of Stevens. Jansen to win the draw from Johansson. And it's taken by El Paso. Left face-off circle. Roach, he shoots, saves Stevens. He'll hold on. Goals in this period. Drake Cartwright, his 11th. Salnikov his 9th. Jansen, that is, his 4th. And Dubecki his 2nd. And for Springfield, all but one goal has been on special teams. That only goal that has not been on special teams was Salnikov, his 9th, to make it a 4-1 hockey game. Now a blast in is saved as Derek Smith got the shot. Satulik sends it into the corner. Smith able to hold it in, but he trips as he tried to get possession. And it's out to center ice. Grandelius to Smith. Has it taken away. Here's Lakaitis. Lakaitis, he shoots, saved by Stevens as it was deflected off of Grandelius. And Stevens had to make the save. 1:15 to go in the period. Once again, just kind of a subdued crowd here. Even though it's 5-2, this crowd confident at this point. In fact, they're leaving a little early to go to the concession stand. Off the draw, a shot sails high and wide by Sayre, near side boards. Here's a blast in that gets deflected. The Express are able to move it into the corner. And a shot in by Stevens, loose, rebound, gloved by Stevens as the rebound by Cartwright through the right face-off circle was gobbled up by the goaltender. Huge save there by Bailey Stevens. El Paso gets another one here. and they're close going into the third period. But right now, Stevens has kept El Paso off just like that with a shot that gets deflected by Myers, blockered out to center ice, and here come the Express. Salnikov offside as he came into the zone and just carried the puck behind him. Faceoff will be outside the Express zone. Klingspan will come in against Kamba. And the officials have enough of that. They're going to kick them both out. So it'll be Cartwright and Dahlberg. And Dahlberg to win. Whitehead off the glass. Gloved, and Surratt will send it back in. Spun all the way around to the far side, out to Klingspan, left wing. Klingspan, nobody there. Whitehead to race, and apparently keeps it onside. Bouncing puck, stays to Salnikov. Salnikov breaks free. Salnikov, he shoots, blocked in front, and taken away by the Rhinos. 27 seconds left in the period. Puck at center, working it is Cambia, slashes his man, and no penalty. Dahlberg to Klingspan. Now to Dahlberg on a return pass, offside. .2 seconds remain. Roach off the draw does win it, but there's nobody there in the zone. Taken by Lovedock, and he'll send it all the way down. Icing will be the call. Other games going on in the Western States Hockey League. Idaho has a 2-1 lead over Bellingham. 1-0 Butte over Colorado Eagles. Valencia 1-0 over San Diego. Those are both in intermission. And 8-1 Casper over Superior. That, I believe, just went final. Express out of their own zone. Well, they don't get out of the zone because time expires in the second period. Shots on goal in the second. The Express put 15 total on Brandon Satulik. Two-period total of 30. And Bailey Stevens sees 23 for a two-period total of 35. Goals in the second period. Drake Cartwright erases a 3-0 lead for Springfield. And Cartwright, just the right place at the right time for the successive rebound that Stevens can't control. And it is a 3-2-1 game. That one coming at 2:59. Then at 4:15, the Express, the only even strength goal. That one is Salnikov's 9th. And Salnikov just moves in front past the diving goaltender and pops it into the net. Then the Express on the power play at 4:27. That goal is Philip Jansen's as Bagby gets the shot, and it's just tipped in out of the air. So a big goal for Springfield to make it a 5-1 hockey game. But prior to that, Bailey Stevens had to come up with a couple of good saves, basically out of position a little bit. He dove across to make the save. The puck came out in front, and Stevens had to slide across. He was with his belly down. The whistle had blown, and then the puck did get poked into the net, but after the whistle had blown, and a little scrum ensued there. 4:22 left in the period at 15:38. Then it is a goal by J.C. DeBecke. just over the blocker of Stevens, and that's where we are right now with a 5-2 hockey game as we head into the third period. Power plays, the Express. They are 3 for 4, 75% on the power play. The Rhinos are 0 for 2. Penalties, the Express 4 for 8 minutes. Rhinos 6 for 12, and that's where we stand right now after 2 periods. Take a break, and when we come back, talk with the centerman, Jack Nevacosi, an interview we did a couple of weekends ago with him. We'll do that in just a moment. Express back to a 3-goal lead. It's 5-2 over El Paso Rhinos after 2 periods of play.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
We're back at MediaCom iSpark. Steve Cass and Dan Lee. Talking now with forward Jack Nevacosi. Jack, 5'8". Are you 5'8", 165? That's what we have you listed at.
Yep.
From Breckenridge, Colorado. 18 goals, 21 assists, 2 power play goals, and shorthanded goals last year for the Springfield Express. And Jack, you come in right now and you have an assist. You're still kind of looking for the scoring touch. It'll happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting off the season a little slow, but once I get my feet under me and get going, I think I'll be able to put some points up this year.
On a line with Hunter Lovdokin, and you were on a line with Dixon Whitehead, but it's going to change a little bit tonight with Gail Libwelli coming in, and you'll play with him tonight. He was lights out against Wichita. How is it like playing with him?
It's a lot of fun. He's a big body, loves to get in there and grind, and he's got a lot of skill with him. I love playing with him. He's also my roommate, and I live with him, so got a lot of chemistry going as well.
That's always a good thing when you have that roommate situation. You guys can talk and kind of do things that other players that play on the same line that don't have that ability to at least talk and figure out things. I'm sure you guys figure out strategy when you're on the ice at home when there's no one there.
Yep, all the time. We're always talking what we should do, what new things we should try, and stuff like that.
Are you guys video gamers at all?
Yeah, we are.
The reason I ask, you probably play like an NHL game or one of those games, and
yep, yeah.
And then say, that's what I got to do on the ice, right?
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. You've had us now this second year with the Springfield Express, management changes and all that stuff, but something brought you back here. What did you like about this team that brought you back?
I mean, I love the town. The fans are great, and another reason I came was my coach, Jeremy Law. I really loved having him as a coach last year. I feel like he helped me improve, and he was my first year of juniors last year, and really opened my eyes up. And I thought I might as well come back for my last year of juniors and play here for Jeremy Law. So.
Last year, you were kind of on a grinding line, so to speak, and this year you're on more of a faster scoring line. Obviously, he liked what he saw last year and decided to keep you through what is really become a pretty good line.
Yeah. Yep. I love the line I'm on right now. I think through the season, as it goes on, I think we're really going to put up some good numbers and help our team win. That's always the big thing.
Coming from Breckenridge, there are a ton of Colorado teams. And then let's go back to the beginning. When you came to Springfield, did you have Springfield in your mind at all?
Yeah. Actually, Jeremy came to a camp in Colorado, and he saw me there, and that's when we started talking. And, yeah, I did know all the Colorado teams, and I just decided I want to try to live away from home and see how it goes for me, and I'm glad I did.
Do you find you have a little bit more energy? Because it's up in Colorado where the air is thin. I know you get used to it, but is it any different playing down from the elevation?
Oh, yeah, and especially training up in elevation and coming down to a lot lower level, your lungs feel a lot better, and you get used to it. But when you're in the altitude, but once you come here, it's it helps a lot.
Last year when the Express were in Colorado to play, was it tough getting adjusted?
Yeah, yep. It was really tough. Even though I lived there, it was trained here for a couple months, and going there is a lot different. I've never done it before. Played in altitude when I didn't train in altitude. So
let's talk a little bit more in depth about you. We're talking to Jack Navicosi of the Springfield Express. Hockey always been your favorite sport?
Yeah, I've started when I was 3 and just fell in love with it. I did play other sports growing up, but hockey really took over my life.
It's one of those games that you can actually play all year round.
Yeah.
When you think about it, especially in Colorado, where you could get. I was there a couple of years ago over Thanksgiving, and 9 to 10 inches of snow on the ground in a matter of hours.
Oh yeah, yep, and a lot of pond hockey too. And then where I grew up, we had an outdoor rink, and it was open quite a lot of months of the year. So.
How fun is that? You just get up in the morning and don't even shower, just get out there on the rink, right?
Yep, it's a lot of fun, especially. It's beautiful there, and just a lot of fun being on the ice and crisp morning.
Is hockey your end career? Is that something you want to do, or what do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, I want to go to college, and I want to study, get a career going just in case hockey doesn't work out. But my goal is to, first of all, play hockey in college and then see where it takes me.
Do you have an idea of where you want to go?
I don't, not yet, but I know where I want to study is civil engineering. So.
Well, that sounds good. There's several colleges that offer that. Are you going to look at it as education first, or are you going to look at it as, well, I have an opportunity maybe to go here and here and here, but this is a better hockey team?
I guess it all comes down to, game time decision, really. I'd love to play for a good college team, but then also got to keep in mind my education.
So like the motto goes, family first, education second, hockey third?
Yep, yeah, it'd probably end up like that.
Talking with Jack Navicosi. And I asked Michael Crawford, who we talked to in the first period intermission, put him on the spot a little bit. I'm going to do that with you. If you can think of an early MVP of this team, who would it be?
I'm going to have to give it to my line mate, Gail Llewellyn. I think he brings everything to the table. He's got good size, he hits, and he's very skilled.
He definitely is. He's one of those guys that, and you look at him, he's very mild-mannered off the ice.
Yeah.
But he is a tough guy on the ice.
Yep. It seems like he keeps it all in and then lets it out on the ice. So.
And that's always a good thing. And really, when you look at that, all teams kind of have to be that way. They have to kind of be that chameleon, if you want to call it, where everyone thinks that you're just the nicest guy, and then you get out there and you jam them into the boards, you throw a little punch afterwards, something like that. Are you the kind of guy? Do you kind of give off that hey we're all friends until the second that whistle blows and you change?
Yeah, I like to think that. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty mellow, humble guy, so I guess I do everything on the ice is just humble, but then I try to explode too and try to use as much of my body as I can.
Do you have a warm-up regimen, something that you do, something that you need to do before a game, or are you just one of those guys that you just get warmed up and you're ready to go?
I have a scheduled warm-up that I do before every game, and gets me in the right mindset and prepares me mentally for hockey, and also gets my body ready and warmed up, so I'm ready when the puck drops.
Hopefully we're not at that point, because interviews, I think, maybe throw off your schedule a little bit.
No, I think we're good right now.
When you grew up and you got to play in the pond, were you one of those kids that you'd call the play-by-play, and you're in the 7th game of the Stanley Cup playoffs, and you score the winning goal? Were you that kind of kid?
Oh yeah, yep. I was growing up. That was me. I always loved creating a scenario and celebrating the Stanley Cup, stuff like that. Looking and watching TV, watching those guys, and looking. That's what I want to do. So.
Last year, the Springfield Express had the ability to go into overtime and win at 4:59 in 2 games last season. How dramatic was that to be a part of something like that?
It was a lot of fun. It was stressful, of course, but it was fun to be a part of.
I believe Konstantin Luberatis scored at 14:59 late, 4:59 that is, late. Just it was right out in front. Just a real quick snapshot that he got off after he stole the puck. The puck was actually going to be cleared, and he stole it and spun around. And
Yep.
But do you have dreams of doing something like that?
Oh yeah, yep, all the time. You always want to be the hero, and you look to that. Not every game, but when it's in the moment, you look to be the hero. Everyone wants to be the hero. So.
What do you like about Springfield?
I like the town. It's a lot different from Breckenridge, a lot warmer. So I think that's one thing I like a lot is you don't have to wrap up and bundle up in a coat every day. So.
Now, off season, has Jeremy Law told you no skiing in the off season?
No, hasn't told me that, and I'm glad he hasn't.
You like to ski?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually a snowboarder. So.
Okay, so
Yep.
That's not as bad. Generally, snowboarders don't break as many bones as skiers do, but which is strange.
Yeah.
You would think it'd be the opposite way because your feet are locked
Yeah,
and you're at a angle when you're snowboarding, but generally it seems to be a little bit better on the body. You don't run into trees and things like that, but I think maybe you stay away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I try to not do too much crazy stuff. I try to keep it mellow, not do a lot of tricks.
One final question. Has there been a point yet, and if there was, what was it like, where somebody actually recognized you as whether it's Springfield Express or on a hockey team, they recognized you and maybe a kid came up for your autograph? Have you had that, and what was the feeling?
Well, coming after the games, I always see little kids, and I've had them ask me for my autograph a couple times, and it just makes me feel good, makes me feel like I'm doing something for the community, and I love to make a kid's day. So,
Jack Nevicosi joining us here, and I know just the 1 assist, but it's an early season, and we have the remainder of the season to go, so you can catch up with your 18 goals and 21 assists like you did last year. And you're on a good line right now. No matter who your wingers are, you're definitely, as a center, going to be getting a lot of points this year. So we hope that you continue to get that, and thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll take a break, be back, and more hockey coming up in a moment.
Hi, my name's Scott Morris. I own Falstaff's Local. It's the new hockey bar in town. You're missing out if you don't come and watch some Blues games down here. You'll also be able to hear the sound of all the games. And we're located between the Hers building and the movie theater on Park Central West. We have a limited but great menu. We're open for lunch. We are the hockey bar, so come and watch all the hockey games. We're going to cover MSU Ice Bears, the Springfield Express, and we may have some big-time NHL players show up. We are installing a train whistle down here. I think we're the only ones in town that are daring to do that. Please come and see us at Falstaff's The Hockey Bar. Thanks a lot. I will see you soon.
Back at MediaCom Ice Park, Steve Casson, Alex Somm on Black Dog as the Springfield Express, after 2 periods of play, have a 5-2 lead over El Paso. Just had a chance to talk with a couple of the Express players during the intermission, and Michael Crawford, he hopes to be back next week when the Express are in Oklahoma City. Crawford out of the lineup, and Tyson Klingspawn in for him on the line with Dahlberg and Salnikov. Also spoke to Robert Horak, who is out, and he has kind of a hairline fracture in his hand. He should be okay to go. Jonathan Grandelius is in the lineup for him tonight. Other games going on in the Western States Hockey League, and one of importance is Oklahoma City and Dallas. And I believe that is a final And I believe Oklahoma City with a 5-2 win over Dallas. So Springfield, of course, has to win to stay technically tied for second points-wise, but actually in third percentage-wise. Springfield Express, the next broadcast that we will have for you on Black Dog will be January 13th. Now that's the game, of course, that's the next time Springfield will be at home, and that's the game we'll have for you right here on our broadcast network. But the Express, though, do, as I mentioned, have road games next weekend in Oklahoma City. Then they play the beginning of December at Dallas. They will also have the Las Vegas Showcase, and I hope to be doing some of those games. And then after that, they will come back in January and be in Dallas, and then face on January 13th at home the Oklahoma City Blazers. Fresh 20 minutes on the clock here in the third period. And the Springfield Express, who skate from the left to the right, do not have possession of the puck. It's taken by the Rhinos. Roach will send it in. It'll go behind the net. Moving for the Express to cut off the pass is Tim Johnson. It is out to center ice. Shot right back in, saved by Stevens off of Hummich's shot. Moved to the line, and a bouncing puck taken by the Express. Finally to Salnikov. Here's Nikita Salnikov. Right side, Salnikov shot in, blocked, and cleared to the point. Held in by Janssen. They'll kick it ahead. Hummich will get it out to center ice for the El Paso Rhinos, and the Rhinos with a line change. Dahlberg tipped it ahead, intercepted by Belgalvis, and he goes to the bench where it's taken by Sayer. Cross-ice pass and a pad save by Stevens as Cartwright got the shot. We come the other way. Here come the Express. Salnikov down the middle, lost the puck, trips a man, and we're going to get a penalty. Kamba, that is, was upended, and it'll be a tripping call against Salnikov. So the power play, number 3, will start for the Rhinos, and this is something the Express didn't want to do. Five penalties, 10 minutes. This coming at the 19-minute mark. I know on your screen it's 18:59, but again, 1 second difference. It's the 19-minute mark, so a fresh power play. Penalty kill for the Express, 88.7% coming into this game. Now across the line, working it is Lakaitis. Here's a shot that misses wide by Surrett. Lakaitis to the right point. Swinging it around to Sayer. Sayer's pass intercepted. It's cleared in on goal. Stopped by the goaltender Satulik. Timon Edelcourt started this game, gave up 3 goals, and was pulled in favor of Satulik, and he's played the remainder of this hockey contest. In his own zone, Surrett. Tip pass to Sayer from Cartwright. Sayer across the line. Sayer works it. Right side. Picks up the puck. Shot in. Blocked. Grandelius does the blocking, and it's cleared. The penalty kill for Springfield has gotten stronger as this series has gone on. Lakaitis at the half boards. Philip Jansen is there. Now Hummich. Cross ice. He'll get it to Check. Check across the line, sends it in, near side boards, Lakaitis to cut it off. Lakaitis works with the puck, gets to Hummich, it's tipped in front. Who has it? Not able to hold on to it is Ritchie. Now a shot from the high slot by Hummich is deflected to the near side. 28 seconds to go on the power play. Express up by 3. It's up the middle and taken by Whitehead. He clears it, but not out. Here's a shot, sails high by Lakaitis. Far side boards, Check will backhand it in, get it in low. Held, and a bouncing puck at the line, kicked in by Hummich. Left side. Power play is 4 seconds. It's out to center ice, and the Express will get a man out of the box. Slowly as Saldikov. I don't think he was ready for it. He was still in the box. Here's a drive in, gloved as Johansson got the shot. I don't think Saldikov was ready because the penalty had expired, and it was a good 3-4 seconds before he ever came out of the penalty box. Face off to the right of Bailey Stevens. His left, right as you look at it on Black Dog. Now we get a false face off. We'll do it again. Off the draw, puck into the near side board, sails around to Dahlberg. He will get hounded at the line, stolen away from him, and Surrett will shoot it in. Bouncing puck comes up the middle. Here's a shot by Lakaida, or make that Nedlitsky, and it sails wide off of the pad of the goaltender Stevens. Far side boards, now taken by the Express. Out of their own zone, a tip pass comes to Dahlberg. 3-on-2 for the Springfield Express. Here's Saldikov down the middle. He shoots, pad save, rebound. Taken by Klingspan. Klingspan will send it all the way down inadvertently, and the goaltender Stevens to flip it into the corner out of harm's way. 16:11 to go in the period, and a 5-2 lead for Springfield. Steve Casson, Alex Somm, thanks for joining us on Black Dog. Here is Klingspan with a pass that hits a skate. He'll pick up the change, and it'll go to Dahlberg. Half boards now, checked by Lednicki. Lednicki is there. Far side boards, it's Malgalvis out of Tucumans Latavia. Express with a line change. Now up the middle. Here down the middle is Lebwelli. Gets it to Nevikosi. Tipped in front. Smith save. Rebound loose. It's past the goaltender to Satulik and out to center ice. Lead to Sayer. He shoots. It's blocked in front. 3 Express there to break up the Sayer attempt. And now 15:24 to go. The puck is cleared out to center. It'll go to Malgalvis. Puck tipped away across the line. Moving it and getting an opportunity is Lebwelli to clear the puck, and he does. Gets it just outside the line. Resetting are the Rhinos. They want a line change, so they'll give up the chase. The only one is Roach. He'll go into the corner. Puck backhanded out to center ice. Check will send it right back in. Off of Roach, and Stevens has to make a save as it bounced off the boards, and Stevens with an unbelievable save there to keep it out of the net. Here come the Express. Here's a backhand, and Nevikosi with a shot at a save, and the goaltender is down. Satulik is down, although I think he's going to get back up, but he may have stretched something. Express have it again. Here's a shot tipped up high and wide. It'll go to the far side to Levdakin. Now Lebwelli with it. He'll drop in low, get checked by McKechnie. It's behind that, I say Hummich with it. Now we go to the far side. Puck is gloved down by Bagby. He'll drop it into the near side boards. It's taken away by Johansson. And he'll come all the way down. No icing. He'll chase the puck. Whitehead steps around Johansson. Whitehead gets the better of it. Swings it into the corner. Lakaitis is there. Check with 14:13 to go. Here's a shot in. Pad save. And it's covered up by the goaltender as Dubwecki got that shot. But go back to that issue early on by Bailey Stevens, and he had to make a huge save there. Otherwise, the puck would have gone into the net. Just kind of banked off. He was looking for the puck to go around the net, and it banked off strangely. And if it wasn't for the quick thinking of Bailey Stevens, that would have been a goal. But it's 5-2 right now as Stevens will make another save there off the draw. The next home game for Springfield is not until January 13th. The next home game for El Paso is not until December 9th when they host Valencia. But there are other games on the road for both teams between now and then, including the WCHL Showcase in Las Vegas. 13:41 remaining in the period. Puck out to center ice underneath the stick of Surrett. And back in the Rhino zone. Far side to Myers. Cleared. Here's Serena up the middle. He shoots, and a save by Satulik. So Serena finds himself right up the middle, and Satulik with a big save there. Springfield shorthanded Lovdokin. Power play Dahlberg and Klingspawn. Even strength Salnikov. Power play Jansen. El Paso, Drake Cartwright and J.C. Dubinsky. Or Dubecki, actually. J.C. Dubecki. Now everything's straightened out for the face-off. Sayre will come in. Like number 11 is Philip Jansen. And Jansen will win the draw. But it's controlled by El Paso. At the point, Grandelius doing his best to keep it in, and the Express will shoot it in. A delayed offside sent all the way down. 13:15 to go. Out of his own zone is Hamich. Or Hummich, actually. Hummich across the line. Now a drive that sails wide. Keep in mind that El Paso is without Hunter Cooley. 21 goals, 13 assists. He is not in the lineup today. Shot in, steered aside by Satulik off the shot from Jansen. It'll go to the far side boards. Cambo with it. He'll send it in low. And the Express with possession. Line change for El Paso. Rhinos. Now defensively back up in their own zone. Thorson is there to deflect it away. Far side to Grandelius, and he'll chase it down. Express finish up their change. Now a lead pass. It'll go to Thorson. Thorson down the middle, left side. He shoots up high. Near side boards. Coming in is Smith. He gets elbowed by Kamba. Play continues. Smith there. Right face-off circle. Picked up by Thorson. Nice move. Thorson, he shoots. And a save is coming out. Is Satulik to cut down the angle. 12:11 to go in the period. And a 5-2 lead for Springfield. Bureau coming in. Roach and the Express win it from Bureau. It's out to center off of Bagby's skate. Puck sent in, and Bureau avoids a stick slash. Basically just player playing the puck with a stick, and rather than get it slashed, he decided not to catch the puck, did Bureau. It's out to center ice, and it'll be checked with it. He will shoot it right back in. Shots 40-37 in favor of El Paso. We came into this period at 35-30 in favor of Springfield. All the way down in the Springfield zone. Whitehead is there, near side boards, out to center, and we'll have an icing call. 11:25 remaining. Icing call will bring it back into the Springfield end of the ice. Around the Western States Hockey League, other games include a 4-4 game now with 17:35 on the clock running between Utah and Cheyenne. That's in the third period. And a 2-1 game, San Diego and Valencia. 8 minutes to go in the third. Meanwhile, here at Mediacom Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena, it's 5-2 in favor of Springfield over the El Paso Rhinos. Springfield took a 3-0 lead and have not surrendered that lead yet. Puck comes into the corner now in the Springfield zone. Behind the net, Ritchie is there. He gets checked off the play. Still a battle along the half boards, out of our view. Galabwelli is in there. Puck comes to the corner, controlled by Springfield or by El Paso. Ritchie dropped in low to McKechnie. Now up the middle, it'll go to the left point and slapped all the way down by Surrett. Offside will be the call. 10:39 remaining. And a 5-2 lead for Springfield. Springfield Express have done a number of things as far as getting in the record book. They stopped El Paso's 47-game winning streak a couple of years ago. They swept El Paso on the road as a shot by Satulik, or Satulik saves a shot by Derek Smith for the Springfield Express. But after stopping that 47-game winning streak by El Paso, the Express also last season swept the Rhinos at home, which is something El Paso had never had happened. And right now, the Express did something that 13 prior teams couldn't do this season, and that's beat the Rhinos. They did yesterday 4-3. Far side boards to Cartwright. He'll clear it out to center and all the way down, and this should be another icing. It is. Icing brings it back. And if this score holds in 10-21, that is, Springfield will do another thing that no team has been able to do this season, and that is win 2 in a row from El Paso. But again, we won't get ahead of ourselves. There's still plenty of hockey, and a 5-2 lead for Springfield, though. Here's a hand pass. As Salnikov knocked it down, and it was touched. Faceoff will come outside the zone. And off the draw, Klingsbond to win it and backhanded in the zone. And still piling in as we get a big hit. Dahlberg down in the front. Johansson's there. Roach gets a hit from Salnikov, and the Express Derek Smith to Springfield's Linus Dahlberg. Dahlberg comes in. It is taken away by Roach and cleared out to center. Now here might be a break. Lakaitis to Roach. Roach with it down the middle. He shoots. Stevens covers up as right on the doorstep was Johansson. And Express taking exception to Johansson running into the goaltender. 9:47 to go. 9:46 as you look at it on Black Dog. And once again, the clock is 1 second off from what you see on the screen. So a timeout, 9:47 remaining in the period. We'll take a quick timeout. 5-2 Springfield.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Sweet Caroline, traditionally played here in the third period media break. Fans enjoying that. I guess I fail to see why that song is so popular. At any rate, off the draw, puck is cleared out of the Springfield zone and it's out to center ice. Gail LeBuelli gets it to Lovdakin and a backhander in front. Save as sliding through with Satulik to hold on to the puck. Now we have LeBuelli and Dubecki with some words, but LeBuelli says, I'm just going to the face-off dot. Everything's fine. 9:35 remains in this third period. LeBuelli telling Whitehead where to position himself. And off the draw, Nevikosi to win it. LeBuelli wins it to Nevikosi. Nevikosi score! The Express win the draw, and they score a goal. It comes right off the draw, and Nevikosi gets a second effort shot. And the Springfield Express now have make that a 6-2 lead. Don't want to get ahead of myself here. Nevikosi with LeBuelli getting the assist. And for Jack Nevicosi, goal number 3. And Gail Lebwelly gets the assist. This one coming at 10:31. On the 40th shot for Springfield.
Scored by number 19, Jack Nevicosi. Assisted by number 9, Gail Lubwilly. Time of the goal at 10:31 of the third period. Scored by number 9.
Meanwhile, here comes Smith with a shot that's blockered into the corner and out to center ice. 6-2 lead for Springfield. Something that Corey Herman's team has not seen this year. They're trailing by 4 goals. Puck across the line, a bouncing one that is taken away by the Express and sent to the line. Bureau's there, just tipped out to center by Smith. Galvis will send it in the zone. Forechecking is Shakes for El Paso. Picked up by Ritchie. He shoots, sails wide, near side boards. And off of Bureau, and the Express will have control. Here's Sokov. Nikita Sokov down the middle. He gets tripped and no penalty. Play continues. Bureau with it. He shoots, it sails wide. Underneath Grandelius' stick, and the puck is cleared all the way down. (6-2) Springfield. They have been in control of this game since the start. Came out very strong in the opening minutes of the period. Bounced back after a push by El Paso and took the lead at 9:20, 11:13, and 13:21. Now here's Thorson, steals the puck, drops it to Klingspan. He's behind the net working with the puck, gets it to the point. Here's Bagby, he shoots, tipped in front, just missed by Salnikov. Puck cleared out to center. Here's Johansson, 2-on-2. Johansson across the line. Johansson shoots. It's blocked into the corner and cleared. Check with it. He'll shoot it in. Stopped by Stevens. Puck across the line and not touched by El Paso. So it'll come in the zone. No icing though. Sayer gives it to Kamba. Out to center ice, back to Sayer. Broken up by the Express. Sent down in, icing this time will be the call. 6:25 to go in the period. Shots 41 apiece. Well, they're going to give the Rhinos another shot, so 42-41 in favor of El Paso. Once again off the draw, Stevens makes the save. We'll do it all again. If things hold, El Paso will have 26 points. Springfield will have 24. Oklahoma City will also have 24. Puck's in all the way down to the Rhinos' end of the ice. Salnikov is there. He'll get pushed into the corner. And falling behind the net is Klingspan. He gets back up and out before Brady Surratt can clear it out to center ice. Cartwright had it poked away from him, and the line change for the Express will now commence. Surratt in front of the Express zone, sends it all the way down, and they wave off the icing. Here's Dahlberg. He'll sweep it in just ahead of the red line. Stopped by the goaltender Satulik, near side boards. At the half boards now, Nevicosi fights for the puck in front of Shakes. Shakes to get possession, comes behind the net, and a big hit, Lebwelly and Shakes. And fans having a big reaction to that one. Lebwelly, he throws his body around. Puck stolen, a shot that misses high by Nevicosi. Ritchie to clear it for El Paso, but it's not out. Held by Lovdakin. He'll get pushed around the boards. Nevakosi from behind. Cross-check by Chakes. Play continues. It comes to Lovdokin. He'll get it low along the goal line. Now behind the net. Sweeps three. And the goaltender, Satulik, to send it into the corner. Now Lebueli off of his stick. Smith pinches in. Lebueli gets checked into the corner. Now sent to Lebueli up the middle. Balgalvis has control, and he'll clear it out to center. He'll work with Ritchie, but Ritchie goes to the bench. Balgalvis will send it in, and now we have a line change for both teams. 4:39 remaining in the period. 6-2 Springfield. Here across the line is Jansen. He shoots in down the middle, saved by Satulik. He'll hold on, and now we have Philip Jansen is upset with Balgalvis. And do we get a penalty? Probably both. And that's what we will. We will get both going into the penalty box. Philip Jansen and Balgalvis. This coming at 4:31. I assume just 2 minutes each. Balgalvis roughing. And Jansen the same. So we skate 5-on-5 out of the zone. The Express will have possession. Uspanev gets it up into the zone past Klingspan, where Czech will clear it for El Paso. Far side boards, Lakaitis. He'll lose it in the Express, left to right across the zone to Whitehead. He shoots, blocker save, rebound loose, a bouncing puck, taken away and cleared. All the way down, this should be an icing call, and it is.
Number 9, Niklavs Balgavis. To the Springfield Express, number 11, Philip Jansen. Both 2-minute minors for roughing at 15:29 of the third period. 2-minute minors for roughing.
.359 remaining in the third period. And off the draw, Klingspan tried to take a swipe at it as he was falling down. Missed it, and it's cleared out to center. Stevens. He'll sweep it off and out of harm's way, where it'll be Serena. Serena, he shoots, blocker save, rebound to the far side. Myers to clear. It's out to center and back to Janssen of the Springfield Express. Janssen's pass all the way down. Icing will be the call. 3:34 remains in this third period. Face off the right of Stevens. Kamba in to take the draw from the Springfield Express to Serena, and Serena lost it. Far side to Uspanev, all the way down, and it'll be an icing call again. Face-off coming back once again into the Springfield zone. And once again it's won and cleared out to center. Line change for the Express, a short one. One-handed by Surratt into the zone, gets it to Cartwright. Drake Cartwright out of Prior Lake, Minnesota. 11 goals for him, including one today. Puck to the point, and it is underneath the skates of Myers and recovered by Kamba. Now to the left side, Myers with a shot, takes a hit for his efforts too, and Stevens will hold on. Now I think we're going to get penalties. Roger Klein will call a penalty against Surratt. Power play number 5 for Springfield. It's coming at 2:59. And it's roughing to the Express. who have basically taken the statistical numbers and blown them out of the water against El Paso, are on the power play. Sokoff gets upended at the half boards. It's cleared by McKechnie and out to center ice. Out of their own zone, Springfield. Now Thorson. Melwin Thorson down the middle, waits, gets it to Grandilius, to Smith. He waits, he shoots, and a save is coming out is Satulik, and he got that one up high. He is okay. It hit him on the mask, I believe, and then it goes into his equipment. .128 remaining in the penalty. 2:27 remaining in the period. Face off to the left of Satulik. Timon Edelcourt started this game, gave up 3 goals, was pulled, and Satulik's played the rest. Now Bagby with a drive, misses wide. Sokoff, he'll work with it. Down the middle, breaks free, in front, and Thorson missed an open net. Just too quick on the draw, and he missed the open net. Puck is held in on a nice dive by Uspania. It'll be dropped in low, Thorson to chop at it. Picked up with 2:02 to go by Hummich. Hummich behind the net, gives it up. Sokoff shot in, save, rebound, loose. Thorson again. Thorson working the puck on the power play. Thorson, half boards, now tries to stick around Sayer. He does. It comes up the middle, and it's cleared all the way down, and the goaltender will have to play. Sayer will forecheck. Now with 40 seconds remaining in the power play. 1:38 to go in the period. Here's Bureau across the line. Kendall, who normally plays defense, working as a forward now. He'll drop it in low, check to chase him for El Paso. Coming in with a hit is Myers for the Rhinos. Now Bureau spins around, gets it to Sokoff, that is. Sokoff, high slot. Now as a shot by Whitehead gets deflected, it is cleared out to center and chased all the way down by Dixon. 6-2 Springfield. Puck across the line and tipped away by Sayer with less than a minute to go. Here is Serena. Serena drops it back. Smith in front, drive, or make that, that's not Smith, that's Janssen. And a drive that's gloved by Satulik. 52.8 seconds left. And if this game is a Springfield victory, it's the second in a row that El Paso will have suffered. Again, they came into this series undefeated. And Springfield will have taken 2 out of 3, and quite frankly could have taken all 3 had they had a little bit more time in the third period in game 1. Puck at center, all the way down, off of the stick of Shakes with 36 seconds. Power play is over, so the Express are now 3 for 5 on the power play. Puck to the left side, now to Balgalvis, intercepted though, and Ritchie will headman it again into the zone with 20 seconds to go. Now battle for it behind the net. Working with it is McKechnie. 10 seconds. And fans starting to clap it down with 4 seconds. Saved by Stevens, 2.1. And we'll have just another face-off before this game is in the books. Just another token face-off here, and that will do it for the third period. The Springfield Express have taken 2 out of 3 from the El Paso Rhinos. Shots on goal in the third period, 15 on Satulik for a combined total between him and Tyson Edelcourt for 45 shots. And Bailey Stevens, 8 on him for a 3-period total of 43. Springfield, after a 2-1 loss on Friday, pick up a 4-3 win yesterday, and now a convincing 6-2 victory with 3 goals in the first period. Springfield Express congratulating their goaltender, Bailey Stevens. And they salute the fans here. Start back in the first period, and it's a shorthanded goal by Hunter Levdokin on a 2-on-1 rush, and the Springfield Express take a 1-0 lead. That one coming at 9:20, then at 11:13. It's a power play goal. This one is Dahlberg's goal. It was a second effort shot that went off of the skate of the defenseman into the net, and Springfield had a 2-0 lead on the power play. 13:21 on the power play again, and Tyson Klingspawn makes it 3-0. The shot by Janssen hits the metal, and then the rebound hits the metal and goes into the net off the goaltender. At that point, of course, Klingspawn gets credit for the goal, his third, but that does chase Edelcourt, and Satulik comes in. That's when Drake Cartwright gets a goal to make it a 3-1 campaign. And Cartwright, just on a second effort as Stevens was scrambling to try to pick up the puck, gets his 11th of the season, and it makes it 3-1. Then the Express come right back. 4:15 of the second period, and it's Nikita Salnikov with the goal. Salnikov gets his 9th of the season, and just a nifty move to come right up the middle and put it in after it was deflected by the defenseman to make it a 4-1 game. On the power play in the second period at 14:27. The power play goal by Philip Jansen. The shot comes from Bagby at the left point, and Jansen is there to tip it in, gets it down in low past Satulik, and Springfield celebrates a power play goal. At that point, they were 3 for 3 on the power play. Bagby and Nevikosi with the assists. Then El Paso in the second period. Dubecki answers right back to make it 5-2. Sayre with the outlet pass, and Dubecki up over the blocker of Stevens. And it's 5-2. The Springfield Express in the third period at 10:31 finish it off with Jack Nevicosi's goal, his third of the season. After Nevicosi's first attempt was blocked, the second one over the glove of the goaltender Satulik, and that's where we finish up. 6-2 the final score. Power plays again, the Express 3 for 5. The Rhinos were 0 for 3. Penalties just 6 for 12 minutes for the Express. Make that 8 for 16 for the Rhinos. Big win for Springfield as they take 2 out of 3 from El Paso, and they stay in the hunt for first place, although El Paso is still in first place. Even though they lost, they still do have 26 points. Oklahoma City with their win has 24, as does Springfield, but by virtue of records and goals for, it's Oklahoma City that will technically have the second spot. Once again, our next broadcast here from MediaCom Ice Park and the Stan Melton Ice Arena will be as the Springfield Express take on the Oklahoma City Blazers, and that will be on January 13th. The Express do have additional games. They will play in the Las Vegas Showcase, and they will also be going to Oklahoma City. They do have the Dallas Snipers in the beginning of December. Big night and big weekend for Springfield as these two teams came in with basically the series to look at, and the Express come out on top as they grab a couple of much needed wins in what is becoming a very tough Midwestern division. I'm Steve Casson for Alex Somm. Thanks for joining us. Again, our next broadcast that we'll have for you live here from MediaCom Ice Park, Oklahoma City and Springfield next year, January 13th. Until then, and hopefully we'll see you at the showcase, we'll bid you a very good afternoon.